I think I'm financially abusing my little brother.
I am not op. Original post by you, no structure 7187 in R, true off my chest. Trigger warnings. Financial abuse. Less than. An NBSP. I think I'm financially abusing my little brother January 26, 2023. Obligatory on mobile. And throw away because my brother and I regularly share posts and interact on my main. 26F. Live with my husband. 28M. Little brother. 18 meters. And my daughter. 1F. I am also 30 weeks pregnant. My parents got divorced and neither stayed in his school district. It's his final year of high school and he has grants and plans to attend a local community college. After he graduates, an NBSP, we all work. I work part-time and husband and brother both work full-time. My brother pitches in $600 a month for all bills and we cover the rest. Now this is where I was told I am being financially abusive by my parents and his friends. He hasn't spoken up against our current arrangements himself. He pitches in that $600 a month along with grocery money. And he also pitches in when we are short for anything. He saves money from every check for anything the grant doesn't cover during college, but I've heard from his friends that he will actually pull money from his savings to help us out. He never told us and never asked us to pay it back. Husband and I are both saving for our second child and don't dip into it for any reason. My brother gets paid 1 week and husband and I are paid the next. Both bi-weekly pay. He uses my car since he doesn't have his own, so I also make him pay for gas. Meaning he is obligated to throw in on groceries, gas, and bills. Not sure how much he spends on gas, but he throws in about $300 on food, $600 on bills, and at least $200 on gas a month, meaning he is paying $1,100 to stay here and we have him spot us on stuff for the baby if I run out during the week hubby and I aren't getting paid. An NBSP. Writing this out, I can see why they believe we are abusing him financially as he is trying to save for college and we already require him to pay us $1,100 in living expenses a month. It's rare, but we will spot him for any amount he asks for whenever we are paid. I feel like this is why he hasn't complained, along with the fact he is hoping the grants will pay for all college expenses. I may add a bit of our baby fund to his college fund to help him. We have around $6,000 saved, so I might add a month's expenses to his savings, or when he starts his semester of college, tell him we will cover his living expenses for that month. This is more to write down the living arrangements we currently have and put down what I'm thinking about doing to fix the situation if I truly am abusing him financially. I'm open to suggestions and opinions. An NBSP. Update: I think I'm financially abusing my brother January 31, 2023. Obligatory on mobile. And throw away because my brother and I regularly share posts and interact on my main. So a lot has happened. The biggest thing we did was talk and let him know where we are standing with financial responsibility and my daughter. An NBSP. Biggest thing is he was just concerned that if his financial responsibility changed, so would the dynamics of the house. We changed it around and decided that he would pay $500 a month in gas as well as his phone bill. If he doesn't eat what I make, he needs to provide his own foods. Snacks he needs to provide for himself, and any drinks he wants he will provide for himself. When I say snacks and drinks, I mean junk foods and soda. My husband and I don't really go for junk food and soda, but we constantly have juice, tea, and Kool-Aid around for him to drink if he doesn't want water. So if he wants soda and junk foods, he needs to start shopping for himself. He wasn't very happy to have to shop for himself, but it's part of life. I'll still prepare meals and he can eat the foods we buy, so he doesn't need those items. An NBSP. He did not watch our daughter before and still won't, but I did see that assumption made. So to be clear, he doesn't watch the baby. I have a babysitter for when I work. It's not very often, so it's not very expensive. He however did offer to watch her so we can cut the money we spend on the babysitter out of the budget, but I denied that. He asked if he could get a kitten. His friends giving them away, and I sorta caved and let him get the cat. He is responsible for her litter and food, but it seems I end up cleaning her box and feeding her. Him and my husband just play with her. She waits at the door for him to come home and will meow at him in the mornings, which I find adorable. My husband wasn't too involved. Just said it's my house and my brother, so whatever decision I make he will back up. Not much help, but he isn't fighting me on it. I feel like I caved and let him have the cat as an apology. An NBSP. Not the best update, and I know details are kinda limited, but not a lot happened. He got a cat. He only pays $500 plus gas and phone bill. Pretty small and doesn't need a lot of details. Reminder, I am not the original poster.
I'm wondering if Oop and her husband can really survive without Bro's income.
The parents have a lot of nerve saying anything. They should be chipping in at the very least, and more likely paying his expenses, as he lives in a house with a struggling new family.
Till some people think it's the carbonation in soda that's the unhealthy bit. Edit. Thanks I guess to the people in the rush to inform me that carbonation is the devil. You can stop now. I have been told. May I point you to the joke? This lady thinks Kool-Aid isn't junk food but soda is.
Why are the parents accusing their daughter for financial abuse? If they care so much, they could pay their son's rent. What full-time job could an 18-year-old in high school have that pays $1,100 plus monthly? Can an 18-year-old in HS even manage a full-time job? 78 hours a day in school, then what? Goes to work and doesn't do homework? Oop should not be cleaning the cat box while pregnant. Also, what are his parents doing? Like, he's 18 and they don't need to support him. But they should either throw some money towards Oop or stay out of it. You guys think OOP's bro is gonna continue living here when he goes to CC or nah? He doesn't have a car, but community college will be covered. Maybe he'll also have loans to cover living expenses. Baby Nibbling will be born in the next couple of months. He's gonna graduate HS. I kinda hope he gets out on his own. Prob W roommates. So the money situation is clear.
Ooh, pregnant women should stay far away from cat litter. Toxoplasmosis is a thing.
Oop needs to stop dealing with that litter box yesterday. Cats can carry a parasite that is very dangerous for a developing fetus. OOP's parents have some nerve telling her she's financially abusing her little brother. Relevant comment from Oop in the first post. I am not sure how to get my parents to help out. My dad cut off support because he is getting remarried and having a child with this girl. She thinks that he needs to be putting his money towards her and her child. I have a very bad relationship with her and her child, which I won't get into, but my dad stopped because of them. And my mom stopped because my dad stopped, and she is mad? I'm not sure honestly, but my mom's retaliation to my dad is affecting us, and we just needed to figure out how to fill the gap of income. He definitely shouldn't have to support himself like this, I agree. Oop sounds like a thoughtless idiot, but at least she seems to be genuinely taking the criticism to heart and trying to do better going forward. You really need to add in the comments of Oop stating she has him buying baby necessities. Edit. JFC, she admitted to using his money to save for the baby. Oof. Babies having babies in a way. I can't imagine parenting a teen at that age. Which this is kind of this situation. Sounds like he's got his own growing up to do around responsibility with the cat and shopping. But Op in their own way has some growing up to do in realizing they are key in brothers developing into an independent adult and learning those things. But to the main point, it was inequitable to have him doing so much financial lifting when Op and spouse are more established. Glad they learned and talked it through. This post is more like our regular Redditor updates than best emo. Parents, you are financially abusing your brother while he lives with you during high school and we don't send him any money. I do agree he was paying more than necessary, and spotting his sister when she is an adult with kids is not good. But the main problem is not Oop. Where are his parents? To have a true opinion, I'd need to know how much Oop and the husband contributed to the expenses. I don't know how high their cost of living is. Also, if their parents were so worried about him, why didn't either step in to help him? Am I understanding correctly that Oop and hubby live paycheck to paycheck and chose to have a second kid? I mean, I know that does happen in the real world, but damn, why do people do that on purpose? If on purpose, seems like further digging yourself a financial hole. Daycare costs X too, or someone having to stay at home or whatever. This poor kid is in high school and is stuck paying a ton of money, all because his parents got divorced and couldn't be bothered to stay in the school district for one more year. It sucks that he's in high school, has to work full-time, and pay close to $1,000 a month to live somewhere. If his parents hadn't gotten a divorce and moved out of his district, he wouldn't be paying anywhere close to that, if at all. I don't understand how the parents not staying in the school district means they can just wash their hands of it, then accuse Oop of being terrible? There's a lot going on here. Oop should probably relax on having kids if they are relying on her brother for money. Wait, where are the parents in all this? Shouldn't they be contributing if they're the ones who caused this situation in the first place by moving? This is all confusing. Oofa one yo and a baby on the way with a kitten in the house? This is gonna require quite a bit of attention from all three parents involved.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.